Welcome back, everyone. This is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, here with an update video. Now, if you're not aware already, there was a pretty massive update that dropped last night. I believe it just finished updating a few minutes ago for me. So, we're going to go. I have not taken a chance to look at this, so we're going to go through all of these together. And first things first, Eagle Hunter and Great Magician commanders are here exclusively to servers 1 through 21, as they are high enough in the top commander cycle to get them next top commander as early as August 14th. Let's go take a look to make sure that they actually showed up. And if I scroll down here, yep, here they are. And they are both ranged commanders. I will go ahead and make a separate video breaking down my first look at these two heroes the way that I normally do. So let's skip on to the next portion of this video. Added 2 new VIP levels, VIP 17 and 18. So let's go take a look at what they provide. As you can see, I'm only VIP 11, and most spenders aren't going to reach, most non-spenders are not going to reach this point. So free speed up does increase, heal speed, hospital capacity, and healing cost are all buffed at level 17, as well as an additional travel speed bonus, which isn't present at all from the looks of it. Oh, no, it's a 5% increase to travel speed. So you've got a pretty sizable buff to your hospital perks, heal speed, hospital capacity, and cost. But otherwise, pretty standard. And then you get for VIP 18, you get an additional training speed buff, a squad capacity buff, as if spenders needed any additional help in that regard, and training materials used gets a 5% buff. Is the squad capacity buff? Yeah, okay, so it's an additional 5% on top of what they already get. So the big spenders are really going to like this. So you're going to have 5% more troops on the field with every single big spender in the game. Will this affect how they fight? Probably not. Just know that if you're up against a whale, you're going to be dealing with 5% more troops. Take that how you will. Update 3, new Fiery Rebirth event from 8:16 to 8:23. Update your game to join this event. Sadly, I don't think I'm going to have any way of looking at this event yet. Furthest out I can see is 8:5, and my best bet is that it's not related to an alliance or our season event. So I'm not going to be able to show that one to you. Oh, we'll go over this later. Let's go over the update first. Added crisis aid after the Dark Seal event to help commanders quickly recover from serious injuries. This is huge. Dark Seal kind of caters to people who want to kill their troops, but they still have a lot of heavily wounded. I know quite a few people who end up with completely full hospitals after Dark Seal. So adding this crisis aid event, which is the ability to heal a large majority of your hospital's troops for free, is just absolutely huge. It's going to make people a lot more gung-ho about taking part in Dark Seal, which will make the game more engaging for everyone involved. Back Alley Doctor's Request added the 4th and 5th Alliance boss. Yes, we've been waiting for this. Up until now, we've only had 3 of the bosses to be able to fight at one time, so 4th and 5th, and means, 1, they're going to be a lot harder to kill. They're definitely Alliance bosses. And it's more rewards from an event that we already play. So this is going to be great. No complaints there. I'm curious how strong they're going to be. And 6, the privileges subscription added a collect all privilege for collecting Alliance shopping rewards, which would pop up right here. So if you subscribe to the game, you'll have a collect all button down here, similar to the collect all button you get for activity rewards. So that's kind of a user interface buff for if you decide to spend money on the game. All in all, can't complain about that. So, some optimizations. Water War. Please update your game. Event now runs all day from Wednesday to Friday weekly, as if this game wasn't annoying enough. So, it does say it has new daily missions and rewards, which means, well, it might be more worth playing. Checking the event calendar, Water War does pop up again, and it's armament based. Okay, maybe they did something right with this. It doesn't look as if they changed the game itself, but they did make it more worthwhile to play. Just that one legendary relic wasn't worth it. But if this week it looks like you're going to get boots. Let me see. Does that match the armament shop? No, it does not. So I'll be curious if the reward item changes weekly. Be interesting to look into later. Optimization number 2, hero armaments. Hero armament info now viewable in Share Hero, and Hone attributes quality now viewable in Share Armament. Meaning that if I share a hero, let's share one that actually has equipment. I'm curious what happens if I'll share it to English Channel 1, and you can see your own equipment in the Share Hero menu. And if you don't have armament, you don't get to share. Apologies to English Channel 1 for getting a random hero in your chat. I just needed to test things out. Number 3, added armament tracking as a way to obtain points up to Phase 3 of the top commander of hero armament. So if you're in my Discord, you know I have my tracker for points for top commander, and for my Patreon subscribers, I have an entire calculator made for that. So I will make sure that tomorrow when this is added, the points are added to both the tracker and the calculator. So I will remind myself of that. For number 4, added device reward to War Meets War. I don't know what this means. Device, unless this is a device. Here, we can actually check the rewards for Water War to see what they actually call it. Armament tracker, honing component. So, don't really know what that means. So, Antpede Hunt now runs on Mondays. Does it no longer run on Sundays? Because Sundays is a day off for a lot of people, but Mondays is not. So, Antpede is cooling down right now. 5 days would put it on Monday. So if it only runs on Mondays, I think this is actually a step backwards. Considering, people around the world work at different times. I hope that's not the case. Okay, Lethal Outbreak, Grand Revival, and Great Hunter. The weekly events that pop up that use bullets or hammers or crossbow bolts or whatever. Exchange shop now available during the display period after the event ends. Okay, so you have an extra day to exchange your items. That does mean that it won't immediately go away. I'm curious to know if it stays around permanently. Because if that's the case, you have more incentive to use those items to get the additional rewards from it, since they won't go away. For example, if I were to, I've already used my arrows this time because I'm packing in points for top commander. If I use these arrows, I get these weird little essences or whatever the heck you want to call them down at the bottom, which can be used for rewards. If this doesn't go away, then I'll get to keep these essences. However, prior to the update, these items this would go away. after the event is over. So I'm curious to know if they stick around from now on. It'll be interesting. I hope they do, because a lot of times using those gets you points in whatever event that you're in. Recovery of Pompeii. Alliances with similar Federation progress will be matched first. This should have already been a thing. Because I don't care how much power the two alliances have if Doom from Region 2 ends up fighting a similarly powered region in 98. Even if they have similar power, they do not have the same heroes. And if you've watched my hero breakdown videos, the heroes matter. Because for example, if you don't have Thunder, you're not garrisoning as well as someone who does. If you don't have Elena, you're not going to hit as hard with riders as someone who does. So while they might have the same power or the same level of troops, someone on the field with Elena is going to outdo someone on the field with Catherine. See the problem? So I like that. I guess that they're now making that a thing, but that should have already been a thing. And other bug fixes and optimizations is just something they put at the bottom to say, hey, we tried to get rid of some other stuff. Hopefully they got rid of any of the problems that people were having with the gift code. Yay, it's back. I know a lot of people were complaining in Discord and in chats that the gift code button had gone away. Actually, I think I still remember that one. Oh, that promo code's already been claimed. I'd already done it. Damn. If you watch that, that is a code that does work if you haven't used it already. But with that being said, that's the update. I will go ahead and make a first look video on Eagle Hunter Jacob and Great Magician Julia here this morning. So expect that video to come out shortly after this one. And if you are just now watching this video, just know that you could have gotten this video about 24 hours earlier over on my Patreon page. So if you want to get this information sooner than most everyone else, head on over to my Patreon page. Subscribe, get all this content 24 hours sooner. And with that, this is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, signing off.